is the 7th step we used to build a brand new online subscription. If you had to start from ground zero right now, what we're going to tell you right now is going to help you. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another big training. Today, I have two of your favorite people here with me, JP.
How's it going? How's everyone doing? It's great to be here, and that's the place to be. Thank you for tuning in. And yeah, we're gonna have some talk here. We're gonna have some good conversations.
I'm so glad to be here. We cannot wait to get into this video. My name is Lenora. I'm part of the BBM team. I'm all about the branding. I'm all about looking good and like showing you a good side. And
this online serving space is so beautiful and so rewarding, and it helps us make so much impact across the globe. And we wouldn't be able to do that in our community here without these two. They're like the most important people at BBM. We want to give everybody a way that you can start. If you had to start from ground zero right now, what we're going to tell you right now is going to help you. Let's just break down what is a subscription. What is a subscription? What do you mean? What's an online subscription? JP or Lenora, who wants to describe that?
It's actually very, very, very simple, right? We have bills that we pay every month, whether it's rent, whether it's for electricity, power, gas, our phones, our internet, school, whatever it is, right? You pay it every month. Now you are subscribed to, and of course, for a lot of people, Netflix and all of these
things
other
that
stuff.
they don't even use. That's
Exactly.
a good point.
Right. So it is the same. It's the same concept, and you are except that you are on the consumer end, on the client or customer side of it. But imagine how much, Netflix is making out of millions of people who are subscribed to them every month that are paying them just for their services. Imagine how much your wireless phone carrier is making out of millions of people. And whatever you do, you have people that are subscribed to your services or your products. And now you are on the creator, on the business side of it, where you are receiving, you are receiving, the teachings, you're receiving the teachings that come to you every month.
it's basically providing a weekly or bi-weekly or monthly service to a certain group of people. And you provide that service by using any expertise or any passion that you have. And what you're doing is you're fulfilling those people's greatest desire. So providing a bi-weekly, weekly, monthly service to a group of people using any expertise or any experience that can give those people a result.
You can create this massive empire, this subscription, this service is just like Lenora said, and you provide it. And there are people out there who are paying so much for these type of subscription. So now the reason why they do that, the reason why this is important is because a lot of people are they want to learn something fast, but they also want, that's like for people who create a short digital service, but there are people who want that long-term help. They want a community. They want it to feel like they are accountable. It's, let's imagine that you already built for yourself a $20,000 a month subscription where you only maybe serve once a week or every other week or once a month. What? I'll take
Yeah.
that.
And I wanted to add too that it's not totally or fully sort of passive income, but it's very close. And the reason why I say it's not fully is because you still have to lift a finger, right? You still have to show up. You still have to
If it's
uh,
something that you have to send to the
prepare.
person once a month, or you still have
Right,
to get the work done.
right. You know, it's very, 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 very close to being a full passive income, which we all should aim for, because if you want that freedom lifestyle, the best way to do it is to create a passive income. So it's, you know, it's a lot of, it's a lot of reward, which is this, you know, the money that you receive for maybe not a lot of work. When I say not a lot of work, not a lot of hours where
4-hour work week.
right,
That's the book I'm reading now.
right,
Or
you
less.
know, it's not like it's not necessarily a 40-hour work week where, you know, you have to, if you don't show up one day, you know, you can get fired or your life depends on it. It is very close to a passive income, which everyone should shoot for.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I like the sound of all that. Okay. So now that you guys, we kind of like tell you in a nutshell, what is this? Let's break down like who can create an online subscription, uh who can turn, since we describe it as, you know, it's like providing a service as whatever talent, story, expertise, whatever it is that you have, that you can turn that into this online subscription, because there's so much money in it. And the reason why we are sharing that is because people don't know how much money there is in that. You know, if you go into online coaching and people that are buying online subscription, online whatever, I mean, people create subscription with everything now. Like even artists are creating subscription, you know, like art tools and everything, food, restaurants, everybody is getting into
Exactly.
it. So if, let's say, let me give you an example. Let me give you some uh people that have created, to give you guys more context, because I don't want to teach anything that I don't open your mindset with it first, so you see what's possible. School teachers, parents, yoga teachers, life coaches, estheticians, bakers, nutritionists, naturopath, healers, network marketers, CEOs, supply chain, car dealers, home cleaning business owners, gym owners, realtors, IT professionals, bankers, bloggers, travel agents, executive assistants, lawyers, wig makers now are creating online services, doctors, nurses, medical coders, life coaches, singers, musicians, vocalists, stylists, all
Whoa, whoa,
these
whoa, whoa.
people. I just
Yeah.
named
So,
one.
Marj, you're basically saying if you have a skill, if you know how to do something and you know that someone needs that thing, then you can basically create a course out of it. I'm
Yes,
over here just thinking about, there's this platform called Domestika. There's another platform, Masterclass, Udemy. All of these
yes,
platforms are all about online courses,
yes.
literally.
For everybody, artists are doing it right now, singers are doing it
Yep.
right now, because the world is closing off on them and they need to find a way to keep money coming. And master classes was one of the first thing that I took a big class on. It was teaching me how to coach vocal from Christina Aguilera. A lot of them, like even I see boxers are now
Yeah.
creating online
Yeah,
subscription.
the recent one that I saw, because I'm a car enthusiast, right? I love racing, is what's his name again? Is the this German racer, Formula One racer. He was teaching people about, I believe it's confidence and, how to stay focused, something like that. So yeah, that's the recent one I saw. And you would,
Wow.
what is a F1 car racer has to coach online, right? Because what it does is he races, right? And you have to be on a track for that. But it wasn't about racing. It was about, how
Keeping
to,
the structure, I
yeah,
guess.
focus and motivation, and how to,
Consistency.
yeah, how to get these things done.
Wow.
So it's just crazy,
It's crazy.
Anything.
Everything, anything.
Like,
I always like to give people this challenge. You guys type in the chat below. What is something like I want you to challenge us. Type something below that we could that could be difficult for us to say, okay, we could create a subscription out of that. Challenge us, tell us something, the weirdest thing, okay, that we could take and create a subscription out of. I would love that. So now that we give you guys the perspective, do you guys understand? Drop me a 1 if you get it. You understand what it is, why people are buying crazy things like that online, how you could do that for yourself, and who does that. We give you examples of people who are doing that. And then we tell you, like, why this is so good for not just the people that are receiving on the other end, but it's also good for your pocket. Because let's say you could, whatever it is you could provide online, and then you could have 10 people that are paying you the same amount of money every month for, you literally could create. And then this is why we are here. We're here to show you how we did that as like a test. Okay, just trial. We're trying a new thing. Last year around that month, December, we tried a brand new subscription. Okay, monthly payment that wasn't cheap. Okay, we started it as cheap as 500, like have someone paying you 597, 557 or something every month, and then it went up all the way to 1,700. We took a brand new concept of subscription, and it made over $200,000 in less than 6 months. Okay, so we're going to teach you exactly how we did that, how all of us sitting here did that. Okay.
Marj, really quick, I found the master class. It's by Lewis Hamilton.
Oh,
He's my favorite race car driver right now. And he is teaching a winning mindset, how to have a winning mindset. So, I
wow.
mean, that just proves you that, it doesn't mean like, oh, I'm a
He's going to teach you how
doctor.
to
I'm a
race.
doctor. I'm gonna teach people what? What am I gonna teach people? So
Right.
so yeah, it's just get out of that, all of these blocks and this box, because it's
Yeah.
way beyond that. So check out Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah. Lenore, are you about to say something?
there's no box.
That's right.
Let's start with that. There's no need to get out of the box. Just keep in mind that there's no box.
It's crazy because there was somebody who used to have a home baking business that we help now teaching other people. I mean, there's no limit at all, right? And did you guys know that I started with vocal coaching online? I started with vocal coaching. I created a course called How to Own a Stage Like a Boss.
March, that just reminds me of something that the very first time I came to a class where you were teaching, you asked one question, and I think I'm going to ask everyone who's watching this video right now. This is a question for you. What is one thing that you're just naturally good at? That one thing that people just come to you. Like if people think, oh, I need this thing, I can go to March, I can go to JP. What is that thing that you're just good at and people just come to you for? That's one thing. That's one thing you could turn into an online course right now. If you can find the answer to that question, then take that thing you've already been teaching people. Like people come to you because they know that you're good at it. So just take that thing and turn it into a profit-making business. It's that simple, literally.
Yeah. And if people come to you for it, that means there's needs for it. There are needs like all over the place for that thing.
Exactly.
And the other thing too is not just that, but it's What is it that you have overcome, that you've gone through? Because once you've gone through it, you've successfully came out of it, then that gives you the
You become a subscription
expertise,
for some
right?
people.
that, that gives you the expertise to guide people through how to get out of it. And a lot of times we tend to think that, oh my gosh, I'm going through this. This is so hard and it's so difficult. But then when we realize that we hear somebody else's story, we're like, oh, I thought I was the only one, that
Right.
experienced that,
Mhm.
I like
that
that.
went through something like this.
Mm-hmm.
But it is just because we're in this little box in this world in our mind that we think that we're the only one going through this. Oh my gosh, it's so hard, and it's it's terrible.
Yeah.
And now imagine that you get out of it. You manage to get out of whatever situation it is. You've won, you've overcome it. One thing you need to realize is that there's billions of people in this planet. There's so many other people that maybe right now are going through something very similar to what you're currently going through or what you've just overcome. That means these people, they need help. These people
Exactly.
are out there, they're looking, they're searching. So if you can open your mind about, that the fact that you're not the only one on this planet that has gone through it, or that's maybe going through it right now, and create a community and find these people and put your story out there, then you will for sure find these people to help. And that definitely will be a really, really very rewarding.
Yeah, absolutely. So, which brings us to the how did we do that? Because we are experts at that. We've done it multiple times. We try and scratch other programs and focus on just like do one program, and we've been successful every time we do it. We are so successful at it, bringing multiple six figures. Help with our own programs and other people, creating program for other people, seeing them making so much money out of that. I'm going to give you guys the 7 steps, just like this title is saying, the 7 step we use to build brand new subscription programs, that brand new subscription programs that I told you last week. And that can be an extra income for you, even though you are in the online space already. But then, do you have that subscription that we're creating? Well, here is what we did, and things that we focused on, and things that we had to, to do to make that happen. The number one is we had to be intentional about what we wanted to create and for what community. So you have to have a clear vision, and I want all of you to write that down. Clear vision and clear roadmap. Start a roadmap, take a piece of paper and write, hey, here's my vision. My vision is to teach to create a yoga class subscription, right? I'm just taking an example with one of the many that we gave you, like 40, right? Let's say you wanted to create a yoga class subscription. What would you want to do? What do I mean by being intentional? Intentional, you pick something, right? Hey, I'm really good with yoga. I'm a certified yoga trainer. I'm going to create a subscription online. Okay, now you're very intentional. Yes, I want to do it. You have the willingness. You said, I'm putting all of my intention. My intention is to do that because I want to help people online, blah, 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 right? Good. You have a clear vision. Okay. Now, the second step you need is to really describe for who. Describe the avatar, right? I know this is not something that's easy. It's not easy, but it's necessary. You have to know the people who understand, people, experts like us who understand, like, why do people buy these things? We know that no one wants what they don't want, like they're not going to use it, right? So you have to describe the avatar. Who would want to take your yoga classes? And then that helps you clarify. Know number 3, know the exact result that your type of yoga class is going to bring. So that's number 3. What kind of yoga classes? Yoga for what? Yoga for stress, yoga for, I don't know, I don't know, something. You have to come up with something because that part is so important for you. So that's how we did ours. That's what we did. Right. And then number 4, you have to,
March, before we continue,
okay,
I
keep
just
going.
want to chime in there for a second. When we talk about creating an avatar and creating a result and knowing the exact result, it just makes me think about, those people who are like, okay, I want to start a business. I want to do a course. What do you want to do? I just want to help everyone. No. Those people who want to help, if you're trying to help everyone, you're going to end up helping nobody. You're going to end up having 0 clients because you have a big market with people.
That part.
Stop
You need
trying
to
to help
say that
everybody.
again. You need to say that again. If you're trying to help,
if you're trying to help everyone, you're going to end up helping nobody and making 0 money.
And here is why. I know that there are people who feel like, well, I have so many things I can do. Like I am multi blah, blah, blah. It's okay to be that. But when you're trying to be like, hey, Marj, I really want to start a brand new thing, just like you guys did, over $200,000 in less than 6 months with a brand new subscription, you have to be focused. Okay. Because it's like it's a thing you're creating. It's not multiple things. Okay. It's a thing that a certain group of people will buy. That doesn't mean that you're not all the thing. That doesn't mean that you can focus on your brand that is a little bit more broad, where you are an expert that can help in multiple facets of life. But when you are trying to get result in one thing, or having that one goal to put one thing out there, you have to focus on the who, the story behind it, for who, and all the things that, because we're literally giving you a blueprint right now, and we've done it. We know what works. So get out of your head, listen to Lenora.
That's right. That's right. It's and it's not that you can't create all the things, but it definitely goes in sequences and steps. Because if you try to do everything, you will end up doing nothing and not much progress, right? It's, of course, it's good to map out, okay, these are the things that I can do, and these are the things that I can help people with, that I can put out there. But you need to create a strategy for that. How are you going to do that, right? Okay, I'm going to start with maybe the one that has the most demand for now, that I think has the most demand, and I'm going to focus on that. And then once that takes off and it's working, then I'm going to start also taking steps to work on the second one and see what I can create with that. And also, put it on autopilot, put it on a system, automate it, and then you keep repeating the
process.
Yeah.
I love that. And which take us to fail enough to get it right. Because a lot of people say, well, it's not perfect. I don't want to put it out there. It's not this. I don't want to start. I don't have it totally figured out yet. Right. But we forget that messing things up is how we learn, right? Oh, maybe some of you are listening here and say, oh, that's why I've been having issues of selling a program that I already have. Or maybe that's why I haven't started it yet. That's one of the things, because I'm having a hard time finding the avatar, or I'm having a hard time like knowing, like, what do I name it? Or, all of these things. So we have trialed a lot of things, like trying to figure it out. We went through all of the difficulties to be able to know what works. How can we create like a brand new subscription to make it to have it hit to that level? It's not something easy, right? Some people, it takes them 3 years until they can make multiple 6 figures, or 5 years until they can make multiple 6 figures. And then somebody can just come up with something and it create multiple 6 figures in less than 6 months. So you have to be willing to go through the process, not knowing everything up front, and be okay with, like, because failing is part of your progress, because you'd like, oh, so this didn't work. Okay, well, let me figure out, how do I make that work? right? Lenora, you had something to say. I can see it.
I'm thinking about two things. I heard someone say once that there's no such thing as failure.
No.
All you're doing is just building steps. You're building steps to get to where you want to, because if you don't try it, you're never going to like know what the results are. And the second thing I'm thinking about right now is this statement that what you seek is seeking you. And the reason why I bring that up is if you're not seeking, you're never going to find. And when you seek, you fail. When you seek, you find. But the point is you have to be seeking. And so when you talk about failure, like be willing to fail over and over again, that also has to do with like that process of seeking. When you're looking for something, you're like, okay, I need to go to, I don't know, wherever you're going to, you're heading to a park, and this is your first time going in. You might be driving this car and like you're navigating and you get lost, and then you redirect and then you come back. At the end of the day, you still get to the destination, but you started that journey, and that's the most important thing. So fail and fail. In fact, when you fail, pop champagne and be like, woo, now I know I'm never going back. Be happy when you fail.
You have a reason to get back up.
Exactly.
JP, did you want to add anything?
Yeah, no, it's extremely important because I mean there's not anybody I know that is successful out there that didn't um what we call fail at something, because as you do, a lot of us we were conditioned to think that
Mm.
we are it's if it's not perfect, it's not gonna succeed.
Yeah.
But and especially for me, I with my IT background, um and it's not hard to see, right? Being in the IT world, I've been, very immersed in this. One of the things that I used to do is one of my expertise as well is to find vulnerabilities in software, right? For example, if you look at your computer, if you look at the apps, there's always upgrades, right? There's always upgrades. Why? Why? Have you ever wondered
New
why
iPhone.
need to upgrade? Why do I need to upgrade my Zoom? Why do I need to upgrade my Facebook version on my phone? Why do I need to? Because that's you cannot just say, okay, I'm gonna wait until it's perfect and put it out there. Think about software. Think about the tech companies, how they put a software out there, a piece of software that everybody starts using. And for example, Clubhouse, right? Every week there's an update on the app. Every
Yeah.
week there's
Yep.
something that's added. Every week there's something. So think about it that way, because it is absolutely, if you wait until, something, oh yeah, I'm going to wait until it's
Perfect.
perfect. It's
Yeah.
never going to work, because if imagine if Zoom said that before Zoom blew up, they didn't even have the best security on their system, because people used to
Mhm.
hack into people's meetings, right? So think about that for a moment, and put yourself in that same mindset as these big companies.
Yeah. So that bring us to when we started this new subscription, it wasn't perfect at all. It wasn't perfect. It was like a learning experience, providing to the people that were subscribing, because they knew, they were the avatar, blah, blah, blah. They wanted the result. But on our end, we were still learning the process. How do we make this subscription better for people? So you don't have to, you have to fit. That's exactly why I put that number 4. It's not failure. It's like you have to do, failure is part of it. It's fail enough until you get it right. Okay. It's that you can't be waiting for things to be so perfect until, it just doesn't exist. Like when JP was talking about Clubhouse, when Clubhouse started, oh my gosh, like you had to have like 2 invites to invite people. You had to, oh my gosh, I have 2 invites. Who could I invite? Huh? Right. And then they changed into like, so many, every week they're making things better. This is called optimizing, making the things better.
Yes.
And how can you make things better if you've never started nothing?
I know,
You have
March,
nothing
I
to
just
make
think
better.
about I think about the days when, like, right after one of our club meetings, we all three of us will literally jump on the Zoom call and we'll be like, guys, we can never repeat that mistake again. We need to do better. Like, that's the whole process. You make that mistake, you come back, you talk about it, you ask yourself, how could you make it better? And you go back and try again. And like March said, most of the things that we're talking about, it's not just things that we picked up from the internet and we're sharing. These are things that we have experienced.
Experience.
Like we actually still go through the process sometimes. Like every time we're constantly optimizing and upgrading. So
Yes.
it's like it's real talk over here.
It's real talk. So that brings us to number 5. Ooh, number 5. Let's have JP talk about it.
Our
Yeah,
favorite.
and I already touched upon it. It is, it's extremely important in everything. I mean, look at the world today. When you look at technology, you will see that technology, innovation and technology drives the progress that we're seeing in the world today, right?
Mhm.
And every single entity does not function without a system. So you have to have a system in place, whether we call it a process, whether we call it a system, it's pretty much the same. And when it comes to that, what I'm referring to specifically, if you in case you are wondering, what do I mean by that? It's actually very simple. When, for example, when you buy, you pay. Let's go back to the Netflix subscription,
Netflix
right?
and chill.
You subscribe to Netflix, you create an account, you enter your email, and they send you an email automatically saying, hey, go click on this button to verify. After you click on the button, you verify. Now they're like, oh, okay. Now that you verified, now
Create an account.
your account is created. When your account is created, and I believe either before that or after that, you will have to enter a credit card information. And once you enter it, and you create your account, you get a message saying, hey, look at you. Thank you for signing up. And
Welcome.
here is your full
Access.
subscription. Here's your access to watch Netflix on whatever device you want and watch whatever you want. This is called a process. This is called a system. So when you are running a business, you need to have a system, which is why you need to automate it. Nobody at Netflix sits in front of a computer and is waiting for everyone to sign up and say, oh, this one is signed up. Let me send them an email real quick. That one is signed up. Oh, okay, let me send them an email. No, it's automated. It's all automated. It's all thanks to technology. And that's what needs to be done in your business as well. So
Here's
that's
the real
why,
truth. Did
yeah,
y'all know I used to do that, what he just did?
Been
Because
there, done that too.
I wanted to fail long enough until I get it right. Okay. I used to do that. I used to, like, a couple of years ago when I first started, I used to collect emails and then just like send email one by one, you know. But the subscription level, honey, you really have to not do that.
If not,
exactly.
you burn
So
out.
yeah, you
You
definitely
burn
will.
out.
And it's not sustainable. And earlier
Exactly.
we talked about, having this freedom lifestyle. We talked about passive income. Imagine how much work you would have to do if you don't have a system. And let's say you create a service or subscription that is providing you $20,000 a month, and you don't have a system to automate all of that. Imagine how much work you will have to do for that $20,000 a month. Now, it's no longer a passive income. It becomes like your full-time job that you will probably hate
24
at
hours
some
job.
point,
It
right?
becomes slavery, people. You're a
So,
slave to the work.
so yeah, that's why we say automation provides liberation, and that, system is sexy. So it's actually what gives you
System. Type that in the chat. System is sexy.
You know,
Yep.
that's really what you
Automation,
do.
automation is liberation. Type that in the chat, everybody.
That's right. That's
This
right.
is your mantra for the weekend.
See, it rhymes. All of them, they rhyme. Automation,
Ooh.
liberation, system, sexy.
And type it in the chat, because when you do that, it helps reaffirm the learning so
Reaffirm.
that it can log into your subconscious. So you can go out there when you,
Exactly.
as you're building your business, you know that you need a system.
Yes, and I want everybody to know we did that. Okay, it didn't come in, and we did that without advertisement. We did not put the club on paid advertisement. We didn't pay for anything, but we did create a solid system for the club, right?
And yeah,
So
when we talk about system, we talk about, you know, automating your
the
emails,
process.
automating your, you know, your, when somebody buys something from you, they click on something and then they receive something, and then
Yeah,
they,
what's
so
your
that's all,
delivery?
yeah.
What's your deliver? How do you deliver the subscription is what we're talking about. So we had to create that. I love that. And then we have, oh, I have this twice. Consistency.
That's good.
Sign. Consistency. I don't think we would have been able to make it if we weren't consistent, because guess what's going to happen, guys? You're going to start, you're going to, you know, get ready and then create your subscription, and then people are going to, the beginning of it, I don't care how great you are, I don't care how wonderful you are, people are going to cancel, right? What do? Do you just, oh my gosh, I'm just starting this month and someone cancel? Oh, I need to give up. Like, I'm not doing this anymore. I need to go hide under a bed and never do this again.
And it will happen. It will happen. It's something that will happen. That's why you need, you know, there's nothing that nothing that you can do, especially for entrepreneurs. It doesn't come first without a mindset and without a goal and knowing why you're doing it, because things like that will happen. You might have people that cancel, you might have people that ask you for a refund, you might have people that come into your subscription, take all of it, and then after they've paid, they said, well, I didn't receive anything. You lied.
Problem.
You lied, you know, and you know, whatever, saying, oh, you were fake, you were fraud. I mean, these things do happen. They come with it.
People exist.
So you definitely have to.
We'll have trolls coming back and forth, but guess what? What's the word?
Keep going.
The C word.
Consistency.
Yeah.
Consistency.
And
you know, Marj, here's something that both of you, you always talk about this, and it's this thing of don't take it personal. It's business. Yeah. Because if you just think about it, if you we're still going to use the example of Netflix again. If you put a card on file on Netflix and there's no money in that card, Netflix is going to tell you, hey, your card is not working, put another card, you need to make this payment. That's the same thing. If you're doing a subscription, people need to pay. And so if you get to a point and someone is not paying, you have to tell them, you have to send them that reminder, hey, your card doesn't have any money.
Or cancel the access.
Exactly. And if these things happen and you take it personal, or if someone cancels on you and you're like, oh my God, they canceled.
I don't want to tell them that.
Exactly. You get to a point and you stop. Marj, you always give this statistic of like more than half of businesses end by the time they reach 1 year or before they reach 1 year.
Yeah, 90%. Actually,
see, 90%, that's a big number, and it's due to lack of consistency because people take shit too personal. Just stop it. It's not that deep.
Yeah, and there's a quick thing that I want to plug in here is that no energy is ever wasted. So if you feel like you are doing something, you are doing this, you are doing it right, you are showing up for your customers or your clients, and people are canceling, or people are, you know, just like, oh, I need a refund after they've received what you've promised them, then you know, as humans, we might get discouraged. We might start doubting ourselves. But remember that consistency is what's gonna keep you going, and it's that's how you're gonna keep getting results, because to be consistent, you need to show up and keep putting energy out and do everything that you know that you're supposed to do for your business. And but remember that no energy that you put out is ever wasted, right?
Oh,
It's a law. It's a law in this human world. It is a law. A law meaning that no one can change it, and it's applicable to every single one of us. If you put the energy out, you show up, you stay consistent, you do what you're supposed to do, you will get the reward. No matter how challenging it may be at the moment, you will get the reward.
oh, this is so good. Because if you stay consistent, I'm telling you, behind, despite all of the crazy things, all of the BSs, all of the confusion, all of the scare, all of the stuff, guess what's going to happen? You will make it. You will make it to a point where you have multiple six-figure income on a 4-hour work week. And then,
Hallelujah.
and then you will be,
Amen to that.
the club is projected at least, if we just keep it the way it is right now, at least 500,000 this year. So if we
Amen.
double down, which we are double down, because we're giving everybody in that club a million by December challenge. So if they don't quit, if we keep the work, if we keep that safety system, if we keep that automation going, if we keep putting the work in, if we just fail and then go back up and then just learn from the process, you can do whatever the heck you want. It's
Say
a
it
law. It's a lot. So how about you guys? I would love to hear how is that consistency in your life? How many of you are afraid? How many of you think that I'm not a teacher? I could never teach online. How many of you are thinking, oh, this could never be me? That sounds so beautiful. Whatever they're saying right there. Whatever they're saying over there, it sounds really good. It's just not me. Let's just be honest, right? Don't think like that. Guess what we're going to do? We want to give you more time we want to open your mindset more about this. And for this reason, guess what we're doing this weekend? What are we doing this weekend, Lenore?
Drum rolls.
This weekend.
This
Go ahead,
weekend
JP.
we will have our first of the year for this year, our first live event that we call Step to Million.
No, it's manifesting 1 million by
manifesting $1 million. Okay. Whatever it is, it has the million in it.
It has the million in it. I don't care.
So it's
That's the key word.
manifesting the million, because you guys, we have many different programs that we help entrepreneurs and people. So yeah, sometimes we get them all mixed up. But that's what we're having this weekend, where it's a 3-day live event on Zoom, where you come in and
masterclass, a challenge.
Yes, you come in and learn all of the things that we just talked about, and how to, map out your year, because it's still January. Okay, it's still January. It is actually a good place to start. It's a good place to start. So this weekend we're gonna have this the Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And we are going to
give you the roadmap
in this masterclass, give you the roadmap to how we have been able to do it, which will allow you as well to be able to make,
to attract that money for real.
I don't know, however much that you have set up your goal to be, your financial goals to be for this year. So yeah, don't miss it. We're excited.
Exactly.
What are you going to teach, JP? What are you going to teach this weekend?
This weekend, we're going to talk about the importance of, for me personally, is the importance of systems.
The sexy thing.
Yeah, the importance of systems and how important it is to automate your business, to automate your current business right now. If you don't have one, the business that you are
If
putting
you want,
together, the
we'll
business
give
that
you
you're
one
putting
if you
together.
don't.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I love it. Lenora,
And you
what
know
do you
the best part? The best part is I don't think you ever find another team that is as complete as this one. Like, I'm actually boasting right now. I'm carrying it on my shoulders. We are the shit, okay? Like, we got it. Because all these things we just spoke about, creating and clarifying your offer, there is someone to teach you. Automating your business, there is someone to teach you. Keeping consistent, there is a community to help you with that. Like, all these different things, each and every one of us have those skills, and we're able to communicate that and teach them to each and every one of you. So, like, instead of you going around trying to find this person that will help me do this person to build my website, just come to the event.
Yeah,
Just
we'll give it to you.
Yes.
literally,
And
like, it's all in one space.
and I know a lot of people that are currently watching or that will be watching this or maybe wondering, why are you guys doing this? You know, why are you, putting this together? Are you so excited to share these things with us, and et cetera, et cetera? There's maybe a lot of questions. But it's actually it's because we're putting it together because we've realized that there's so many people that they want to. This last year alone in the US, there's millions of people who quit their job. And the reason behind it is because a lot of people are becoming more conscious and they want to create that freedom lifestyle that they want. So we know there's a lot of coaches or entrepreneurs, people who want to start an online store or who want to put their physical brick and mortar business online, right? To make a difference and create income. So we know these people don't have the tools. We know they don't have the know-how. They don't have the knowledge and the expertise to do it. And we know how that feels because we've been there once. So this is why we're creating it, and we're inviting everyone who want to create something, make a difference, and create passive income and put your expertise out there to serve other people, and to get that reward, to make that money. Because I know a lot of people this year, yes, this is my year, this year is my year, but this is your opportunity that we're giving you right now.
If this is your year for real, then we're about to see that. Are you going to really help yourself? So Lenora, I hear that, we're giving access to people for like what? For the 3-day challenge?
For the price of a pizza.
A pizza.
Give me
a pizza and I'll show you the roadmap. I'm not going to eat the pizza. JP won't let me eat it.
Nope.
Because I told him to not let me eat pizza. And then I'm going to curse him out when he say, why are you eating pizza? You told me to tell you. I know what I said. I'm still eating this pizza. Then he's gonna shake his head and go away from me.
No, this time I'll actually rip it out of your hand. And
you're gonna be like, well, you told me to do that when you were in that mindset. So a pizza, give me a pizza, or give Lenora a pizza. Don't give me a pizza. Or JP, because he can eat whatever the heck he wants and he still look like that. Actually, don't give us a pizza. And I think we have a link with, like, you can get the normal all full 3-day pass on Zoom. Come on here with us on our virtual stages for only $19. I mean, some pizzas are more expensive than that.
That's right, $19.
Like $25 pizzas. Okay, JP, tell the people, like, why do they absolutely have to do that? I don't think they understand.
Yeah. For us, we have seen a lot of people who want to do they want to start their business or they want to scale their business. The first thing they usually do, they go and buy an online course. And that online course, okay, let's say if they even make it to finish that course, if they even complete that course, now what? Okay, now how do I find people? What do I do? What do I sell? How do I do it? How do I close these people that come on the phone with me? Or how do I talk to people to get them to buy my product or
How do
service?
I get more sales?
Right? So this is what we have seen, and this is one of the biggest problems with online businesses. Now, what we will do, what we're going to be doing this weekend is putting all of this for you, because here at the Blooming Business Mind, we provide a complete service where from packaging your product or service to marketing it to showing you how to sell, what does the sales psychology, what's the language, and then to automating your system. So it is a complete a roadmap, it's the complete journey. It's not just one little piece that you get and then you have to figure out the rest for yourself, because we can say that because we have had people who actually worked with a lot of, we've had clients and students who have worked with a lot of big names. I don't need to say names, but a lot of big names in this industry,
People.
right? Famous people that you see everywhere on YouTube that are very successful, but they still come to us to help them figure out the rest. So we are giving the whole blueprint, and that's why you need to be there. That's why everybody
Yeah.
needs to be there.
And the reason why, I made a promise to myself, our 3-day master classes and challenges, it goes from $300 to $900 to $1,000. But I promised myself and you guys when I was posting a lot about it, that I will make it so affordable. You guys are going to be shocked. So if you're not in our community already, you've been receiving emails about it if you are. And, there's no reason to not do that. We love giving to people. We just give you a whole blueprint. And I know that it's still like, what? Like, how do I do that? How do I actually do all of the things that she just said, right? So come on in and be part of our inner circle. Come and be part of our private place where everybody is going to be learning on a deeper level for a full 3-day.
That's right.
Yes.
Lucky you. 3 coaches for 3 days.
3 amazing coaches.
Or like 1 pizza.
It can't get any better than this.
Can't get any better than this. I love you guys. Drop in the chat if you're coming, if you're excited. Share this video again. I see a bunch of you already sharing. And we cannot wait to see you this weekend. And tomorrow I'll bring you a brand new guest, a very special guest that will bring so much value to you, to the community. And I hope that you guys learn so much from JP and Lenora over there, our 2 experts. I'm so excited about this weekend, and we cannot wait to pour in more and more into you. Any last word, JP and Lenora?
Don't miss it. Don't miss it. We'll be there. Show up your face. Come learn, come get it. And, we will give it to you straight and clear. So there's no confusion. Now it's going to be up to you to take what we give you and move forward with it. So I'm excited, and thank you all for watching. And the link will be in the description, right? Is that right? Yeah, so click on the link in the description. $19. That's the cheap. It's as cheap as it can go.
Not cheap. It's affordable. I don't like that word.
Right. But I wanna speak people's language, because that's what
affordable.
That's what a lot of people think first,
But what you're gonna learn is not cheap. What you're gonna learn is not cheap. We're very generous. People come to us and say, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe that I learned all these stuff." Like if you go to that link and scroll, you're gonna see people are raging about, like, I can't believe that was, like, I did not pay enough for this. People actually say those words. I did not pay enough for this. So
Yes.
it's real. Okay. It's real. And we can't wait to see you. Lenora, where did you go? You just disappeared. Where's Lenora?
Lenora's here, but she's in a different
She's-
dimension right now.
She's in a different dimension, energy, vortex, whatever they call that.
All right, everyone.
All right, everyone.
Thank
I love you
you.
guys so much. I will see you this weekend. Come hang out with us in the BBM virtual world. We can't wait to see you. That was Marj, Desius, your blooming coach, and JP. We are checking out.
Peace.
Okay, the last video stopped. I don't know what happened to Lenora. She just disappeared.